Alright guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD. It's me, TheBladeGamer, of course, and I am joined by...
his sister, the rubber mushroom.
In the last episode, we entered the Dragon Roost Cavern, and we got the grappling hook. In this episode, we are looking to finish up the Dragon Roost Cavern. Now, if you're very quick about getting to the end of this bridge once entering, you will actually be able to knock that Bokoblin into the lava by cutting his hands.
That's horrible.
It is, but...
Bye. See you later.
It's a sad reality of things. Now, defeating those two moblins, or bokoblins, I'm sorry, will cause a pot to appear. Or a treasure chest to appear. So in order to get down there easily, you want to grab the stick, light it on fire, and then burn the ropes that are holding up this suspension bridge. And it will break like so. And in here you can get the treasure of a joy pendant. Like I said, it's not really worth it, but you need 20 of them, so wherever you can get them for free, you might as well try. So in here, you have a bird cage looking thing with 3 ropes, and you don't want to do that like I did, because that is bad. What you want to do is
what he's about to show you.
Is stand in the center, as close to the center as you can, while hitting all 3 at the same time. Now the lava geyser will keep this up, but when it goes back down, you can move on to this room right here.
I like how he's so chill about everything. Oh, yeah, I'm on a lava geyser. Yeah, I'm falling down. Whatever.
Yeah. Most people would not be like that.
You know, I'm chill. I'm on a volcano. Whatever.
So right over here is a grappling hook branch that we can use. And swing out to pull the switch on this door. Now, you can use a gyroscope to aim very quickly with the grappling hook. And one thing I forgot to mention when we got the grappling hook is that the animation to grapple across places is very, very fast compared to what it used to be. Now, one thing I would like to briefly mention is that right over there used to be where you could buy a Tingle Bomb with a Tingle Tuner and get your very first golden Tingle statue. Now, from what I understand, all Tingle Tuner side quests, including the one to get Knuckle later in the game, have been removed. So, if they have done the golden Tingle statues or the Tingle or Knuckle side quests, I should say, in some other way in this game, I will be trying to show how to do those. But from what I understand, it's completely removed, so there's no chance of people even being able to get them anymore. Which is kind of unfortunate, because it was really the only point to the Tingle Tuner other than making your runs through the game a bit easier. So what you want to do is hit these centipedes, or whatever they are, with their eyes open, but not use the parry attack, so that you can curl it up into a ball and then drop it on the switch.
I think I'm mistaken it from another maker of babies.
Yes, you did. So that is a wait switch. There are several throughout the game. There are several puzzles throughout the game.
Not the boss key.
Yes, and you get the big key. Now, after you're done with that, you can destroy it if you want. That's the other way to get rid of those enemies, other than parry attacking. So, now we have the big key, which allows us to do the boss. But, if you look on the map, there is one more chest that we have not gotten yet.
Is
You can also use... It is a magical one.
No, I meant the one from the thing from the earlier.
I don't know what you're talking about. But you can use the grappling hook to one-hit Keese. It is very convenient just for that purpose. And I am very happy that they have added the ability to move while swinging, because that makes puzzles like these a little bit faster.
By a little bit, you really just mean a lot. A lot faster.
There we go.
You know, you should start counting how many times you die via lava. Or falling in general.
Only 1 or 2 so
3.
far.
3, 2 lava.
Alright, so we want to head back across and jump on the platform that falls when this lava spire does. You can get rid of these keys if you want. Sometimes they drop hearts or a small amount of rupees. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see what that one dropped. And now we are back in the room where we started this episode.
Oh, I see the thing over there.
Well, if you're wondering how to get out, it should be pretty obvious for now, because there is a lava spire that comes out, and we want to throw this pot onto the lava spire and wait for it to go back up. Now you can tell when these platforms are about to disintegrate because they start glowing red. And that is when you want to get out as fast as possible. So we need to grapple back across to get back to the room with the boss door. Now it's actually very useful to have the gyroscope controls for the grappling hook. With taking pictures it can be difficult just because you need a steady shot in many cases. But in this case, it's very, very convenient. Now, for the first time in the game, we want to make use of this pot. We want to head inside very quickly, before we enter the boss room, back to this area, and head through the door yet again. Now, you may remember that one wooden panel that I had us burn earlier when we entered this room. Now is our time to collect the treasure that awaits us across.
It was the thing from the other time.
Yes. And inside here, we have yet another important treasure for 100%ing the game. And that is another treasure chart. Now, you may notice the color of these chests. This is kind of a darkish brown color. When you get kind of unimportant items, such as a small key or a joy pendant or something like that, they are in a light brown or orangish brown chest, whereas those are in dark brown chests. So from that we can gather that when it is a light brown chest, it is either a small key or an unimportant treasure. Now, one thing I'd like to mention about the grappling hook is that you can actually use it in combat against people like this and steal a joy pendant every single time, guaranteed. Now that is very convenient because that means you can farm joy pendants by just using the grappling hook. Now unfortunately, you can only get one per enemy, and if they drop orbs like the moblins, it will be taken away from the orb stash. So just keep that in mind, that you need to leave the area and come back if you want to get more joy pendants. Alright, so now we can enter the boss room. So first we want to grapple across here to get across the lake of fire, and or lava, if you will, and get these two small treasure chests that are waiting for us. In one we got a yellow rupee, and in this one we have a knight's crest. This is yet another spoil for an enemy that we have not yet encountered. Now I am going to ignore that guy because he's actually walking away for the time being. And here we have another joy pendant. They're just handing these to us like candy. It's quite interesting.
I'm eating candy.
Yes. So, in this jar we have a fairy. Now if you remember how fairies work from other Zelda games, they will revive you when you run out of energy.
It doesn't look happy.
No, it does not look happy. And this one I think is another yellow rupee. No, it's another fairy. Right. So, now, let's enter the boss room. One thing I'd like to mention is you might want to have your Picto Box equipped for this fight, depending on if you will be doing a side quest that appears later on in the game.
I'd be 100%ing it. Oh, I see. Oh, his tail's stuck, okay.
This is Goma.
my god. Who gave birth to this thing?
Alright, so what you want to do is take out the Picto Box.
Too late.
The shutter speed is a bit slow on this camera, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just going to stand out of the way because it's going to breathe fire and hurt us a lot. Oh my gosh, this is what I'm talking about, this shutter speed being pretty bad.
What photographers do for love. I mean, not for love, for a good picture. Go.
I'll save that one.
That now.
Alright, so I'm going to save 2 of these, just because I want to be careful. So what you want to do is, while his claw is stuck, you want to grab out your grappling hook and grapple to Valu's tail.
Poor Baloo.
Yes, unfortunately for Valu.
He's like, what the?
What that does is it causes the stone that is keeping Valu's tail stuck to fall and crack Goma's armor. So what you want to do very quickly is get the grappling hook back into position. You'll see those little globs of lava coming back out. Sometimes you'll get burned from that.
So that's why he couldn't do it, is because his tail was stuck.
Yes.
Duh.
So very quickly you want to grapple across as fast as you can several times in a row. Now if you manage to get on one of those wooden platforms, it actually increases, it gives you a better chance to grapple onto Valu's tail. Just because you don't have to worry about being hit by lava. Now for the 3rd and final time, Goma will place the stone back on Valu's tail.
He's only done it twice. We only have to hit him 3 times with the rock. Whee! Whoa. Poor Baloo. Alright, so now everything gets crazy up in here.
Now you actually need to be on the ground for something like this. You want to grapple his eye and hit it as many times as you can. And you want to do this as many times as you can in a row. And after 2 cycles or so, you should be able to defeat Goma. So, like every other Zelda game, once you defeat a boss, they drop a heart container. This is the only time you get full heart containers and not pieces of heart. But very quickly, before we exit the dungeon, I would like to review the pictures that we took. So let's go to the wrong button. Alright, so we got 2 pictures of Goma. They're pretty good. Now, the thing with most bosses in this game is you're not going to be able to get their full body. So what you want to do is get the best picture of their face as possible. I think either of these will work for what we need them for later on, but just hold on to them for now because you have the space in your Picto Box.
A lot, apparently, because you only could take 3, I think, wasn't it?
Yes, you can only take 3 in the GameCube version, and on top of that, you couldn't even get the deluxe Picto Box until after this dungeon. So, the fact that you have it so early on is a very good thing. Especially for the side quest that we'll be getting to very shortly after this dungeon. And we get Din's Pearl. This is the gem that the Ritos claim was passed down from the Great Goddess. So, why don't we head to the back of that tunnel like Kamali and Medley were talking about. Now you will notice that there is a shrine in the back. Now in this shrine contains something that is very important for the rest of the game. So there are markings indicating specific directions. Well, take out our Wind Waker. And we learn Wind's Requiem. So he gives us the power to control the wind in all 8 compass directions. Now, he also asked us to take care of his brother who was using his wind powers to torment people instead of helping them.
Is that why his other his part is broken?
Yes, that is why his shrine is broken. Alright, so he says to sail to the south. So now, we can we get into the King of Red Lions? I don't think we can until, yes, the wind must blow to the south. Alright. So, you have to change the wind's direction to the south. Oops, I accidentally hit the wrong button. There we go. We can control the wind's direction to go to the south. And now, we can enter the King of Red Lions.
Yay.
Alright guys, we run out of time for this video. In the next episode, we will start sailing to the south and see what awaits us. This has been TheBladeGamer.
And the Rubber Mushroom.
And we will see you next time. Very quickly guys, before I end off this episode, I want to head back to the mail sorting room. Now this guy appears after you've left the area after you've gotten the 25-letter achievement, which no one else has gotten before. He will only appear after that point, and he contains something that will be an important side quest later on, so let's speak with him right now.
Part-timers.
Just once he'd love to see you sort 25 letters. So let's see if we can do this.
Leaf or sprout, rather, Tingle. Bat. Palm tree. Nice, you did 30.
Alright, so he got so excited about us breaking the record yet again that he wants us to send a letter to his mom because he can't leave right this moment. Now this letter, it's completely optional, but it is a very important thing for a side quest because we are going for 100%. So you may notice or you may remember that there is actually a post box outside. So, what we want to do is head over to this post box, and let's see. We actually have to go into our items, go into our delivery bag, and place this onto one of the slots, and then we can mail the letter. So we need to pay 5 rupees to send the package, and there we go. And that's all there is to it. Now this time I will actually end off the episode, guys. In the next episode, we will start sailing to the south and do some side quests along the way. This has been TheBladeGamer
and the Rubber Mushroom.
and we will see you next time.